Welcome to Module 3, Governance and Policy Principles, where we shift from systems and structures to people, policies, and processes. After all, even the most secure architecture can fail if responsibilities aren't clear or if security isn't embedded in our everyday practices. Let's begin with separation of duties from the Institute of Security Architecture United, R.P11. This principle is about checks and balances. In cybersecurity, we prevent any single person from having unchecked power over a system. For instance, a developer should not be the same person who pushes code to production and monitors logs.
Why?
Because if they make a mistake, or worse, act maliciously, it may go undetected. This separation reduces the risk of both accidental errors and intentional sabotage. Scenario: imagine a finance application where the same person can both create new user accounts and approve payments. That's a recipe for fraud. By separating account creation from approval responsibilities, you introduce oversight and trust through transparency. Next is security as code from the Institute of Security Architecture United, R.P12. This principle revolutionizes how we handle security by embedding it directly into infrastructure, deployment pipelines, and code itself. Rather than relying on manual settings or post-deployment audits, security controls are codified, automated, repeatable, and version-controlled. Scenario: a DevOps engineer defines a cloud server's firewall rules in a script. That script gets peer-reviewed, tested, and deployed just like any application code. If a new team member joins, they don't guess what security settings to use. They run the script. Security becomes part of the DNA of your infrastructure, not an afterthought. And finally, we have planned security readiness from the Institute of Security Architecture United, R.P13. This principle is all about preparation. Security isn't something you improvise during a crisis. It must be baked into every phase: design, deployment, and operations. Think of it as a disaster rehearsal before the disaster happens. Scenario: an organization builds a data analytics platform. Rather than focusing only on features and uptime, they also prepare for the worst. They define how logs are collected, how breaches are detected, who gets notified, and how the system recovers. They build playbooks, assign responsibilities, and simulate attack scenarios. So, when an incident occurs, they aren't scrambling, they're executing a plan. Bringing it all together, governance and policy principles remind us that security is a team effort. They answer these crucial questions. Who does what? How are tasks split to reduce risk? How is security embedded into everyday work? And what's the plan when things go wrong? Without strong governance, even the best tools will fall short. As cybersecurity professionals, it's not just our job to build walls. It's to design and document how the gates open, who holds the keys, and how we respond when someone tries to sneak in. Let's now take these principles and explore how they're applied in real-world governance frameworks.